What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Trading. And today we're going to be breaking down how to run a stutter slant route. We're going to be taking a look at this router from T. Higgins. We're going to be talking about how you guys can get a DB to commit to the fade, how you guys can get him to stop his feet when you use a stutter move, and how this can set up other routes throughout the game, okay? So I hope this video gives you guys some value. Hope it teaches you a few new things. This is more so like, I would say, an under route rather than a slant route, but it works for either one, okay? So now, also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want to understand what you need to do on the field to improve your route running, to improve your press releases, to take your overall game to that next level, check out that very first link in the description for our route running Bible. So what you'll get access to is over an hour and a half's worth of specific video content. We give you how to improve your route running in 10 days. It's a 2-week long schedule for wide receivers to get better route running, give you all the drills you need to do with sets and repetitions broken down into a set schedule for you. And we give you a 48-minute long video on 20 different press releases, when to use each release, and then drills to work on each one with sets and reps. Today, you can get it for a buy one, get one free price. Hope you guys could check that out. Very first link in the description. Let's get started. So this first thing we're going to take a look at here from Higgins is how this stutter move can really get a DB to overcommit to a fade, because it can get him to stop his feet, okay? So he does such a great job of, and like I said, this is more so like an under route rather than a slant route, because it's more of a 90-degree angle, like a 5-yard in for some of you who are maybe not familiar with the under route terminology, okay? So now, number one, no matter what the route is, I have to make this DB think what? I have to make him think vertical. I have to make him think that I'm trying to press by him, trying to take this outside release, trying to get him to turn his hips, give him a speed release, whatever it may be, but I got to make him think that I'm just trying to run right past him, okay? So that's exactly what Higgins does. He does such a great job of stuttering. Now, that little stutter right there, where's the DB supposed to be watching? DB's supposed to be watching the hips of the wide receiver. So anytime that a DB sees us drop our hips, he sees us change that level, that's what's going to alert him. That's what's going to get him or force him to stop those feet himself, right? So you got to make sure that we're really focused on pushing vertical, really focused on being violent with your hips anytime I'm doing a stutter, whether it's a stutter go, whether it's a hitch and go. You got to have some kind of a drop with your hips where it's not just a chatter of your feet. You don't want to just chatter your feet. You don't want to just beat the drum. You actually have to drop your weight, because when you drop your weight, the DB's going to drop his weight. Now, then when I burst back up vertical, you see what Higgins does to get this DB to commit his hips. You guys got to focus on the big three. What is the big three? Your eyes got to be selling vertical, hips and shoulders got to be selling vertical, and we actually have to be in stride. If you could do those three things, everything about that looks like you're running a fade. Everything about that tells this DB that you're just going to try to run right by him. Everything about that says that you're running a fade. Pretty simple. That's what you have to be able to do. Now, when I put the brakes on right here, what do you think this DB knows what happened right here? He knows that he got beat. So what's he going to do? He's either going to speed turn out of it. He's going to have this slow open up with his hips. But whatever he's going to do, he's going to try to do it fast, and he's going to try to get back to this platform, if you will, or this like line straight back to the ball. So as a receiver, anytime I break this thing off from going full speed, I'm focused on creating energy with that cut and using that energy to explode and accelerate me out, right? So it's not about just, and a lot of people say, oh, there's too much to think about. You can't think about all this during a route. And yeah, you can't think about all this during the route. You have to be able to play fast, but the details of this position matter. If you guys can do the details and you guys can think about this stuff while you're repping it in practice, while you're doing routes versus air, when you're in a game, you could actually play fast. And that's ultimately what the goal is. The goal is to be able to play fast so we get out of the route. And as you can see, Higgins does a great job of winning this race back to the ball with at least a yard or two of separation, which is all that we need. Let's watch the thing again full speed one more time. This is a great example of how you guys can run this like stutter under route and be able to accelerate out of this break and win the race back to the ball. All right, guys, we want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave those in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And like I said, fellas, over an hour and a half's worth of route running content. We give you a 2-week long schedule on how to improve your route running in 10 days. It's a 2-week schedule with all the drills you need to do with sets and repetitions. And we give you a 48-minute long video, 20 different press releases, when to use each one, and then drills to work on each release. Hope you guys could check that out. Very first link in the description below for our route running Bible. I'll see you guys next time.